Good afternoon, Contest of Champions. Here we are. Count 'em, 2 weeks away from the playoffs. I know you're excited. I know you're ready. You just want to see who gets in. We're going to do a brief talk, recap, discuss how the playoff situations are sort of shaking out. Next week, depending on what happens, we'll do a big section highlighting each team and what their ideal outcome is. We got our 3 boys clinched. They are in 100%.
Man, we suck.
Everybody down here, clenched. That's a butthole joke. They are not in yet. And Evan, get a win, man. Just get in. Just get in, man.
I think Evan feels real good at 7. I'm just gonna say it.
He should.
He should.
He should.
There's
But
a lot of losers at 5 who.
there is always a chance. These guys could win out. And then
I think a lot of them play Evan. I think Evan is very in control of his own destiny.
Yes. Evan plays Travis. Yeah.
Evan's got Travis and David back-to-back weeks where he can basically clinch a playoff spot.
We will go more in depth with this a little later on. We're gonna do our recap of the league right now at the beginning.
Oh, this is news to me, chat.
Yeah, a little bit of a mix-up.
Okay, league recap.
This is gonna be a doozy, okay? Because Greg, currently the number 1, plays Bender in week 13.
Next week, yes.
Next week. This could be a
Jeremy plays Bender this week.
I know. The 3 folks that have already locked in their playoffs.
I think you guys know a matchup of the week. I don't think we have to talk about it. I mean,
yeah, have already locked in their playoffs. Are fighting it out amongst themselves for the top 2 seeds. I think that is awesome.
Man, if
pretty
you're
darn crazy.
Sorry, hold on. Just want to check one other thing. Man, I was gonna say Greg feels good with that 1-game lead. Man, Greg's got David, Greg's got Bender. No easy wins left for Greg on the schedule.
He's got to do it.
And Jeremy's sitting on a Kyle game in week 13.
Taking a look at the points for Travis, still sitting atop. Are we paying out for points for this year?
I don't remember who was points for or best.
I know we changed some of the stuff. I'll have to look. I think we changed it off of a schedule. I think we went to points 4.
I believe you are correct.
I think we took what was, because we did both last year. So we took what was in the schedule money and moved it to the points 4 and just made it a big points 4 money.
I believe you're correct.
Travis, currently the leader. As always, Jeremy, not far behind. Greg, a little
most
bit
points.
further behind.
First,
guys,
second, third, most points.
This is exciting. I'm excited to see. I want to see how it shakes out next week. The big guy that kind of ruined all the fun was Nathan winning.
Yeah, Nathan sucks.
If Nathan had lost like he was supposed to, in my mind,
your boys were alive. The
then
4 and 7 crew was alive.
Yeah, everybody wouldn't have been in the running, but with him winning, it kind of isolates
Nathan
the 4 and 7ers.
He's really buried us.
And keeps the 5 and 6ers in though. You guys are still in.
Yeah, they're all very alive. They're all very alive.
Yeah.
There are some scenarios where we make it, but they rely on some underdogs stealing games. We'll say that.
So the big ones are Travis would have to essentially lose out
against
just because his points for
against Evan and Craig.
Right. So the common denominator between Nathan and Travis is they both get to play Craig.
So we need Craig to steal some W's.
Craig needs to be the ultimate spoiler.
Spoiler like teacher.
No spoiler has ever spoiled. And hold these guys out. Which would be pretty funny, but
who else does
unlikely.
Travis play? Travis plays Evan. Travis plays Craig.
Yep. Outlook, not so good.
0.4.
Oh, yeah. Top of the points again. Still, let's get it. All right,
Point
let's
4. Twice.
let's get into the matchups.
I should be 6-5. I'm upset. Point
Yeah,
4
yeah, yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
last play of the
All right,
last game
here we
of the
go.
matchup.
Here we go.
Twice.
So, as you know,
Woo! Spoiler
me,
Ghost wins! The Spoiler
me,
Squad.
me and Jeremy have a long history of playing against each other. Jeremy typically gets the better of me. This year it's been different.
I've
I beat
already
him.
bailed
I
on the
beat him in
Jeremy hype train.
tacos. I beat him in CoC. This one's a little bittersweet, because your boy's not going to make it to the playoffs. So I
Bro,
think this is the first time in the league's inception that I have missed the playoffs.
you
I'm
suck.
pretty sure about that. Typically, I believe Jeremy, Travis, and myself have been in it every year.
Every
I
year,
think.
yeah.
I believe so.
I would say that's correct, just off of muscle memory. I also think that Craig and Evan have both been in every year. Craig's definitely not
I
making it. Evan is probably gonna make it. I'm pretty sure. I can't tell. I can't remember if that's a pure meme or if it's true, because I know we always meme that Craig and Evan always make
I
the playoffs.
I don't think Evan made the playoffs one of the years. I'd have to double check. I don't have any
His team name
information
is
from
last place, which might have been a meme
2017.
from
Yeah,
last
I
year
definitely
when he
know that
didn't
Evan
do it.
hasn't made it
I'm
every
pretty
year.
sure Craig has made it every year. I'm pretty sure Craig has been like the like Power 5 seed every year. Um.
I
Anyway,
don't have it in front of me, but I know he's been in it
that's
for
a great
sure.
Carlos Hyde start. Let me tell you.
Hey, look at that. But yeah. So listen, I'm happy to do my spoiler duties and make way for some of the new guys that have not always been the highest rankings. Uh, Greg and Bender. Listen, I'm really happy. I feel like this is probably the most active that they've been this year,
Corona has made
especially Bender.
everybody very active. Definitely Bender. Bender's been
Oh, Bender's
very
been.
active.
Oh yeah, dude. Because he was very hesitant about the free agency. Like
He's
it was
embraced it.
like week 2, but he's really come into it. He's trying, and yeah, it shows off. So yeah, we got a W. We did spoil. Uh,
I tell you what I'm
you know.
looking at right now. I'm looking at a 13-point Giovanni Bernard, Clyde Edwards-Helaire swing in this matchup.
So
Ooh.
there was obviously some text exchange between myself and Jeremy, and one of the
Jeremy's
texts.
over-eager trade gene finally bites him as the
I,
Cincinnati Bungles do their bungle duty and implode.
we were wondering how that trade would pay off. The
Wow, he benched
Mixon
Bobby
Bernard.
Trees.
He did bench
You
Bobby Trees.
benched
Yeah.
Bobby Trees for Geo? Wow, Jeremy. I'm gonna have to add Geo to Jeremy's Jameis drug watch because oh my god. I knew Jeremy loved Geo, but to bench
Geo,
Bobby
hey, listen,
Trees?
I'll say it again. Geo is the truth, but I think
He is.
uh,
The Bengals are not.
the Bengals are not the truth. That is true. I don't know. Robbie hasn't been like that great. I don't know. He has good games, but he's got kind of like wow. I don't
Yeah, there's no way I'm not starting Bobby Trees on Monday night over
know.
Geo Bernard against Washington. What? What?
So listen, got a good dub. This opens the door for Bender. It opens the door for Greg to really solidify a bye.
And
Jeremy, I
just
love you, but I think in this sort of wrestling scenario, you would be the heel, and I think Greg and Bender are our faces,
that's
and
true. We got to
we
put
want
Greg
them.
over.
Yeah, exactly. We have to put
We
Greg
have to put
over.
Greg
So
over.
that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Also, shout out to Hit Platinum. Let's get it, boys. I know everyone cares about this.
I picked up like 60 rating points this week. I won every league I'm in. I'm at
So
like
shiny.
660 or something.
I think I went like 4 out of 5 this week.
Wow,
I got
that's
a
a
nice
big one.
got a nice
And you only got
bump.
22 points? Wow, that's pretty tragic.
I mean, it gets diluted, obviously. All right,
Yeah,
moving
MMR,
on.
bro.
Dan the man, still
Dan the
alive.
man. Until we'll talk about that later.
So, little bit of a meme.
I love the meme that Dan has been talking that he is going to spoil me for weeks and he won't let me in the playoffs. And lo and behold, he's the one knocking on the door and I'm the one standing in his way.
So
Oh, it's a
Dan
great meme.
Dan has 2 matchups left for this year. The first one is Anthony. and the second one is me.
Let's
He
go!
is originally Dan was the gatekeeper to us. However, we are now the gatekeeper to Dan. And that, I think, is the full rotation of that meme, and I'm very happy
Oh
about
my
it.
god, it's fantastic. We're all just gonna hold hands as we jump off the ship together, and none of us make the playoffs.
Listen, dude, it's gonna be
Oh.
cutthroat in that consolation
Man,
bracket.
what
I'm
happened in
just
this
saying.
game? I didn't realize until like this morning that Craig benched Melvin Gordon for
Yeah.
Jeremiah Wilson Grant. Like what? Craig?
Well, listen,
Don't take
Melvin
Scotty
Gordon.
Miller out of his flex.
Melvin Gordon. He finally takes. No, Melvin Gordon has been.
Melvin Gordon sucks, but like, and Miami defense is pretty good. Like, it's not that wild of a benching. But just like,
Yeah, but it's like.
start starting running backs, not third string wide receivers on bad passing offenses.
Yeah, I mean,
Not that it would have
especially with
mattered.
like,
It's an L, regardless.
Tua, like being the quarterback. Like you can't expect that much. Listen, all of the folks that are currently not in the top 6, start sending Craig lineup thoughts because you need him to win against his upcoming opponents.
That's true.
So feel free to send him some pointers. I'm sure he'll appreciate
Bench New
that.
England defense, maybe the worst defense in the league. Just saying. Start with
Oh
that.
man, and he had Washington. Wow.
I mean, I wouldn't be confident in Washington against Cincinnati with a healthy Joe Burrow. So,
Dude,
but like,
I
I'm not
Cincinnati's offensive
touching
line.
New England's COVID-ridden defense against any like the Jets forced them to like 2 points last week, 2 weeks ago.
Pretty sure Dan has like back-to-back 7-point QBs.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter.
Adam Thielen.
Jake Luton, great player.
Wow.
Negative points. Where is he on your roster? I can't find him.
Kalen Balazs.
Kalen Balazs, great player.
Great player. Didn't get a touchdown.
Wow, 16 for 44. Never saw that coming.
Kareem Hunt. This he got a touchdown, so this looks a little off. But man,
poop.
21 yards total.
Bench Derek Carr.
And
Michael Thomas.
These are spite.
Jesus,
benches.
Dan, I bet you wish you had 50 more points this week. That would probably be useful.
Look at these spite benches, man.
I'm pretty sure Dan was like mentally like not committed to making the playoffs.
He was so done with Michael Thomas.
But he could
he's
easily
still
be
very
sitting
much
at
in
like
it.
1150 instead of his 1100 points and would only be like 40 to 50 behind the people he's going to have to tie break with. Now all of a sudden he's like, even if he runs the table and goes 7-6, I don't know if he gets in. Like, look at the points for. Like, he is in trouble compared to
Wow.
David and like Evan and Nathan.
Wow, yeah, he's still like 90 points behind.
Yeah, but like if he starts those 3 guys, he picks up like 40 points this week, and you know, 50 points behind in 2 weeks, you can make a play. 100 points behind, you're dead in the water.
Over 2 weeks, 50 points. Yeah, it's very possible.
100 points, you're dead in the water.
However, Dan always has the out. If he just wins, then he's in. I think.
I don't think so.
Not necessarily.
No,
I don't think David's going to win out.
It's not true at all.
Well, here's the thing. I think the way it'll work is Nathan will win against Craig and he'll lose against you. So he'll be 6-7.
7-6.
No, he'll be 7. No, sorry, he'll be 7-6.
I'm pretty sure Nathan is a lock. Not a lock, but Nathan is in very good position.
He's in great position.
If Nathan wins 1 game, he's in. 7 is in.
Yes, I
in my opinion, to everyone except for Evan, who has a very low points for value. But I even think Evan at 7 points is very safe. I think it's going to be hard for anybody else because of the schedules of the teams with 5 wins left. I don't think Travis, I don't think David, and I don't think Dan are going to consistently 2-0. And 2 of them would have to 2-0, plus Nathan winning at least 1 to force Evan out. I don't think that's going to happen.
I'm not.
There's a lot of scenarios where Evan gets in. I think he's in a really, really good position. We can go back to the matchups.
Dan?
There wasn't much to say about this one.
W. Great job.
Craig's team, a lot of injuries.
Keep it up. Bad. Cannot wait for you to play Anthony next week.
Without Adam Thielen, hopefully. He could play. He could play.
Bender? David, you put up a good effort. Mark Andrews really came alive. Ezekiel Elliott, back from the dead. Todd Gurley, Poop, 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 poop,
Falcons offense poop.
poop, 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 poop. Not much else you could have done. I
Wow,
mean,
that's
this
a
was a
James. He's a
pretty
James White owner though. That's big. James White,
James White.
big value. Rex Burkhead, 20 ACL.
This, I mean, listen, you started your best roster that you could. It did not work out. Deshaun Watson, very good at football. Tyreek Hill, very good at
I didn't
football.
realize how close this
This,
game was. Actually, I did realize how close this game was. This game was only
this Tyreek
close.
Hill.
No, this
Tyreek
game
Hill's
was
the one that carried
only
us.
close because
Was it?
Bender's Monday night players shit the bed. Like Bender should have
I,
blown this game out, but Ronald Jones scores 2, Suckup scores 6. Like Bender was coming into this game like down 1 point with a running back and a kicker, and he wins by 8. Like he could have easily won this game by 20 points. I made this comparison the other day for the first time, and I think it's really good. Calvin Ridley is the new Juju Smith-Schuster. Without Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley
ooh,
can't hack it.
I think Calvin Ridley is a better. I mean, that's
Calvin
fine.
Ridley is
I
a
think,
better overall receiver than Juju
yes, I
Smith-Schuster,
think he's
but the
better than
Antonio
Juju.
Brownless Juju Smith-Schuster, to me, is just so
Sure.
comparative to the Julio Jones' Calvin Ridley. When
I mean,
Julio
it's always
Jones does
easier.
not participate in the Falcons' offense, they might be the worst offense in football. It's crazy, the like
Yeah,
juxtaposition of those
it's
teams.
night and day. Bender, good win. You're on your way.
Great win. Sean
David,
Watson, 30-point player. Those are the rules.
so good. David, David,
Lose.
you listen. David, you listen to me right
David,
now,
I love
young.
you, but we're not friends anymore. Lose.
You listen to me right now, young man. I need you. I want you to get into the playoffs, Dave. I do.
I don't.
Because you had such a promising start. You were 4-1.
God, he was 4-1.
He was 4-1, chat.
I started a slide.
I
Kyle,
just
Kyle doesn't count.
yeah.
Wow, Nathan. Oh my God, I didn't know David also has a 0.5 point loss. David, we're like the close loss buddies. In week 2, he loses to Evan by 0.5.
Stuff. David, I am rooting for you. I'd like to see you in there.
David, if I'm not in, I hope you get in. Wow, actually, I don't know. You're gonna make me pick between David and Travis? I can't do it.
Yo,
Can't.
Travis gets in every year. Kid came out too.
That's true. Travis, I think, has been in every year. Have the
Yeah.
playoffs literally just been you, Travis, Evan, Craig, Jeremy, +1 every year?
No. Sometimes it's Kyle. Greg was in it last year. I'm pretty sure.
Nathan won for 1 year, so he had to be there.
Nathan won the first year.
I made it once. I made it last year. I snuck in last year at 6 and 7. I'm hoping to do the same thing.
We have definitely been like the top 3, and then it's just sort of a rotation of the bottom 3. But
I'm pretty sure Nathan that 1 year stomped his way to the win. I'm pretty sure he was like the number 1 seed and he won the league.
I don't have any records from the 2017
That was the Todd
season.
Gurley year, so I have to assume.
No.
Oh,
Travis
had
had
it in the
the
Todd
Todd
Gurley
Gurley.
year. Travis had to have been like the number 1, number 2 seed. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure
Nathan
Travis
won
led
the
the league in like points against that year.
Yeah, Nathan won the inaugural year of 2017, but I was not the commissioner in that year, so I don't have any. I didn't retain any records of what the standings were. I still have the 2018 and 2019 stuff though. The 2019 stuff is in the Discord. You can actually see it. Moving on. Speaking of former champion Nathan, got a nice W. He had to win this game to keep the Wolves off his back. Now listen, the Wolves are sad that we don't get a good fighting chance. But listen, Nathan doesn't care. Nathan's got to get in. He's got to feed his own family.
Why would anybody listening to this care about our sadness?
Exactly. Nathan gets a solid W.
We speak as if we can both get in. By the way, like there's no room for both of us, but we're just both rooting for each other because we're just this person in the same spot.
Listen, apes strong together.
Apes strong together.
Evan, my guy, my dude, we lost Burrow.
He loses Burrow mid-game. That's so rough. And the Baltimore special teams lets him down. That's it.
This really eliminates, in my mind, Higgins from his
Yeah, like if he doesn't lose, I mean, it wasn't early in the game, but it was like, I want to say it was in like the 3rd quarter. So like,
I mean, listen, you're hoping Chris Carson finally comes back.
Comes back this week. I'm almost positive.
Which
I'm not excited about.
Forever.
Should have put him on IR.
Yeah, I know they should have, right? You're hoping Judy has better games ahead, maybe.
Which the matchups don't really support.
This is tough, Evan. This is what I was worried about.
His starting lineup is fine. He just has to find a new quarterback and like a new flex for T. Higgins. Everybody else you can start confidently. I wouldn't confidently start Baltimore defense against Pittsburgh this week, but
Last
I
time they
think the Baltimore
played,
defense is kind of a joke. Not a joke, but like they're the butt of a joke. Like they're not that good. Overhyped. That's the word. They got a good schedule. They get Dallas next
this
week though.
they have a great.
You say that, but Cleveland's a great offense, and the Giants have been punishing
Uh,
everyone who starts a defense against them.
I'm not betting any money
And he has
against
to get
fucking
there.
Danny Fumbles. Yes,
I'm
Evan,
just saying
get a win, buddy.
he has to get to games where the matchup is fat.
You can do
And
it.
Jacksonville Minshew's going to be back by then, so it's not even free.
One win. That's all you need.
And you don't even
One win and you
don't
lock
even
in.
really need it. Yeah, one
Yeah,
win and you lock it
just
in.
trust me. You just want the safety of knowing that you're in. 100%.
I know. That's me and Fever. Like I'm in, but like I want
Nathan,
Adobe to know.
you are on the fast track
Nathan,
to
lose them
get in there,
both.
buddy. You're gonna get back Eckler.
This week.
You're gonna get back McCaffrey.
Not this week.
I have a feeling, dude. Nathan's gonna be a menace, dude. He's gonna be a team that picks off somebody in the first round. Something like a big player.
There is an impending potential scenario, and this is the narrative. This is the behind the curtains WWE narrative. Is that the heel Jeremy, who runs the table all season, just barely misses that 2 seed and has to face a Nathan with his full plate of players in week 14, and I bet Jeremy would absolutely not want that match. Jeremy does not want that smoke.
I would be very fearful to catch Nathan in the first round, for sure.
Assuming McCaffrey and Eckler are back. Even
Yes.
honestly, just assuming McCaffrey is back.
Yeah, I mean,
Eckler's just nice, but McCaffrey, look
I
at that. He's got
wonder.
1 game, 32 points.
I wonder how much he has to play for. Like, if they really use him that much, because like the Panthers are like
They
out,
just keep
right?
losing now, yeah.
Yeah, they've lost. Oh my
Well,
God,
they
they've
got
lost
4
so much.
wins, so they're not. There's 7 playoff teams this year, so I don't think they're out. There's a lot of NFC teams with like 6 wins though, so I doubt he
We'll
has too
see.
much to play for. We'll
Scary
see.
opponent.
Yeah.
Greg taking back, because I think they've gone back and forth. Taking back the first seed. Powerful win, 125 points.
Is
Can't stop
this
this.
is the first time since Evan that Jeremy hasn't controlled the number 1 seed, right?
I think Greg had it
Outright.
earlier.
Outright.
Ooh, outright?
This is the
I
first
agree.
time
Yeah,
Jeremy's a game back, I think, all season.
I think,
I
yeah,
think
other
Jeremy
than
has at least been tied for the most wins in the league all year with Evan. Like even when I think Evan was first for a bit, but I think Evan had the points. I don't think he had the wins.
I think Evan was like 5-1 at one point. That's why.
So
He,
I mean,
he
Jeremy
was,
only has 3 losses now. Whatever. We don't have to look now. Get out of here,
hello,
Dan.
hello, Dan.
Turn off your notifications. We're filming, you scrub. This was decided in the receiver matchup. I mean, just
yeah,
look at that.
Travis.
Look at
where
the
have you
special
gone?
teams and flex and tight end play that Travis puts up here and takes an L. Are you kidding?
Travis.
Fulgham,
Travis?
Hall, and Breida basically blank him.
You got, oh man, he had Tim Patrick and he started Marvin freaking Hall.
Can you confidently start Tim Patrick against a Miami defense?
Wait a minute, you started Matt Breida?
Yeah, that was nuts. I mean, he didn't have a
Travis,
choice.
we gotta talk about this.
Look
What
at his
that?
options. He doesn't have a choice, man. Matt Breida was the guy too. He got hurt again.
Ahmed's the guy. Listen, Travis, maybe if you weren't holding 6 tight ends, you might have some backups to put in your roster.
That's factually correct. I tried to trade you for one of those backups a while ago,
but I mean, listen, look at these special teams.
Look
Always
at
have to
special
take a
teams
moment.
flex tight end.
Oh,
This man, well,
wow.
look, you hold 6 tight ends, so you can have one for 16 points. But
this is a powerful bottom half.
That's almost 70 points.
Just doesn't matter.
And it just doesn't matter because he didn't start 2 receivers or a running back. And Alvin Kamara had a down week.
Kamara sucks
and
now.
Kyler Murray, by his standards, had a down week. I think people are underrating that Alvin Kamara didn't practice last week. Like he had a foot injury.
That's
and they
fair,
were kind of just stomping their way to that game. Like, why play him?
Greg, coincidentally, does lose arguably the best 6th-round draft pick with the Joe Burrow injury. Gotta keep tabs on that.
Do you think that one receiver from that group will still be valuable, like AJ Green, T Higgins, or Tyler Boyd, but it will
Maybe.
only
I
be
don't
one of
know.
them, and it will only be one of them each week. It's going to be very similar to the Gallup, CD, Amari
That's
problem.
fair. That's fair.
Like one of them is going to have 80,
I
90
just
yards and probably a touchdown every week
I just don't think.
because they're an NFL offense. But
I just
there's
don't
absolutely no
think
way you can
that
predict it.
Ryan
Ryan
Finley's that
Finley?
good of a quarterback. I think obviously Andy Dalton's better.
Wow, the running back boys show up for Greg.
Dude, they always show up.
They
They're
always
the
show
best.
up.
They're like the number 1 and 2 running back in the league.
You shut your mouth. Alvin
Outside of
Kamara's.
Alvin Kamara, of course.
There you go. I think Cook is number one though. I think
Yeah.
I don't think it was a 13-point differential coming into the league.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Greg, off the back of these two studs, man, he's going places. He's going places. Maybe to the top.
Can
Maybe to
confirm it
the
is Dalvin
very
Cook.
top.
It's 1 and 3. Kamara's 2.
All right.
Woo!
Hey.
Spoiler Herbie. I played Kyle.
Obligatory Kyle matchup.
Obligatory Kyle match. Scores 104 points though. Made me earn it.
Solid. Mark Ingram. Adrian Peterson. Listen, if he scored points based off age, he would have more.
Kenny Drake's an old soul, man.
Old soul.
Hayden Worst.
He's like 26.
I know.
Like what? Yeah, man.
So I said old soul, not
Good.
old.
Good performance. 118 points. Very, very impressive.
With no tight end.
No tight end. You essentially started 8 players. Very cool.
Too
Very
bad
cool.
it doesn't matter. All right, let's look at the matchups next
Moving
week.
on to next
Point
week.
4.
Let's look at the pick'em. This didn't update. This was, I don't know why it's showing week 10, but week 11. All right, I got four of 6 matchups. Voted for myself. I voted for Greg. Ugh,
Oh, I only picked up 3. Is the first week you've won in who knows how long.
Oh, I'm so sad it doesn't show over here now. Greg got. I need you, buddy. We need you. And by we, I actually mean like everyone else in the league. You know, listen, you're
picked Jeremy. I picked Craig.
You're the one. You're the one to beat these guys. Yeah. Pick Nathan. Got a dub. Pick Travis.
I picked Travis
Not
too.
get a dub.
The difference was the only difference was I picked Jeremy and you picked you.
Fool.
Everything else we picked the same.
You have to believe in the spoil. Yeah. Good week. Moving on. This hopefully, I don't know how long we run, but hopefully this one will be a little shorter.
We're only at 30 right now, so and we don't have to do playoff pictures, so we pick them.
Let's get into the matchups. It is me, your boy, against Kyle. Obligatory Kyle matchup. I pick me. I could, of course, always lose. Lamar against Pittsburgh. He could score 2 points, honestly.
I mean, he probably will score 2 points.
So, listen, my team, crap. But, you know,
Kyle's team is
also
terrible.
crap. I think I can beat Kyle.
Yeah, okay. Let's pick Andrew. Let's go to the next matchup.
I think we can move on. I don't feel like we really have to analyze that too much.
We don't. Hey, I'm not last. Wow. That never happens.
Oh baby. This is a fun one.
I just got a casual 120-point projection out here. Most projected points on the week. What's up? Too bad I'm not going to make the playoffs.
Listen, Dan. You gotta get past the spoiler squad. Anthony is currently the gatekeeper for you. And I'm looking at some of the 120 points. What the heck? Gibson at Dallas against the Jets. The poo-poo Chicago offense. Oh man, this is.
You look at it and you go, "Wow, it's not even inflated, too." You're just like, Devontae against Chicago's ambitious, but like,
man, yeah, but 21. That's a lot. That's a lot of points.
I mean, look at his his match history, for lack of a better term. You know, I mean,
that's a lot.
Man gets buckets, bro.
He does, dude. I was watching one of the bits that he does on what's Punder's name? McAfee.
Yeah.
And there's a great. This was an older segment.
I watch a lot of Pat McAfee content.
And Aaron Rodgers was just like, oh, you know, when you see a guy get on the field, like one of the backup guys was like, number 40 or number 60, you just go, ugh.
Yeah.
And
He's talking about the opposing team's defensive backs when like one of their safeties or corners like twists an ankle or something, and you just see some loser with like the number 44 comes in to play safety. You just go,
uh,
I'm gonna pick on that guy. Like that's
I,
the
I
bit.
thought I thought that was really
It's a
funny.
great bit. Tuesdays, Aaron Rodgers and Pat McAfee. It's great.
But yeah, man, I mean,
I
the
mean,
Packers are
21
playing
against Chicago
Chicago.
is flat out it's
Chicago. I mean,
ambitious. Like I'm not
they're not a
gonna put it
bad
past them
defense.
that doesn't happen, but I'm
For
confident in
Dan,
everybody else. And
listen, Mike Davis, is McCaffrey coming back? You
no,
don't know.
not this
I
week.
don't know.
He's doubtful, so pretty unlikely.
Oh, but he's got the main man, Montgomery. No, Adam Thielen hurts. No, Adam Thielen really hurts.
He can play.
If
He's
he
close.
is it like
He's
a
close contact. So if he tests if he
okay.
tests negative every day this week, he'll play.
Kareem Hunt,
Who's
hopefully.
who's receiving duo is better?
Uh oh. Ugh.
Devontae and Cup or Thielen and Thomas? I'm not talking about Pittman, just Thielen and Thomas.
No, I know. It's really tough. That's actually a really tough call. I think the problem is
his has more
Thomas's
upside,
season.
but to me it's me.
Thomas's season is so skewed.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. If this was a normal season, I would have said Thomas and Thielen.
For sure.
But obviously, because it hasn't been, I'm gonna have to say Devontae. I mean, he's just been straight fire. Are you kidding me? With these
Devontae's just
numbers?
doing exactly what he always does, and everyone's like, "Man, that guy's scoring a lot of touchdowns." Yeah, that's what he does every year. You know who used to score touchdowns? Cooper Kupp used to score touchdowns. Those were the days when Cooper Kupp scored touchdowns.
I don't know, man. If Michael Thomas gets on track, it might still be Michael Thomas.
I mean, it
even
is
this year.
But
man,
yeah. Dan's got some Thursday players. That's cool. I have like no Thursday action this week. It's really upsetting.
Here's my problem.
There's 3 players in this game.
It feels weird picking for Dan when the this number is so skewed. Oh my gosh. It feels like I'm making
You're doing something wrong.
Yeah, like I'm making like
it's
a planting a flag. I think I'm gonna go with the spoiler squad here, Dan. I'm sorry. I hope you can overcome. I'd love to see Dan in the playoffs. I don't know. Does Dan make the playoffs?
Even if Dan goes 7-6, I don't know if he gets in. Like that's the problem. We'll
We'll
talk about it after this week. It'll be much
Dan,
clearer
change your name.
This week.
This is bad juju.
Bender also changed your name, by the way. I know you're crushing it, but like an Easy Breezy Cover Girl's a great name, but like
you don't have Breeze either. Both of you no longer have Breeze on your
isn't
team.
On roster.
What is wrong with you two?
I noticed that earlier. I was like, wait, he doesn't have Breeze. Let's go to a matchup that matters. I just mean the next one. Oh, Bender Jeremy, matchup that matters.
You mean the matchup of the week?
DMCA.
Wow, right off the bat, I love Bender's team here. Detroit, Tyreek Hill's always good. Doesn't matter. Stephon Diggs is always pretty good. Nick Chubb at Jacksonville. Oh,
yeah.
The Gall man at Cincinnati. Are you kidding me?
I'm looking at those running backs and I'm just going. But then you look at the other side and you're just like, man, Josh Jacobs at Atlanta.
This is really good.
This is
also probably pretty good. Terry McLaurin, are you okay, Terry?
Man, this is
limp. Dude, he's fine.
He's fine.
Dude, Terry McLaurin's a really good player. Imagine if he had a better quarterback. DeAndre Hopkins. This is a tough one too.
This could be big. Is Gardner Minshew gonna play this week? Because if he does, that matters for James Robinson, and it matters for Jeremy's defensive pick.
It does. I don't know.
I don't either.
I'm leaning towards Bender here.
Dude, I'm staring at that running, but both running sets of running backs are so good. Honestly, this game could very well be decided by which tight end lays an egg.
Ooh.
Like I'm looking at these teams and they're so similar to me, and I'm just like, which one of these tight ends
the difference?
Plays football this week? Because
honestly,
tight end this season is just so volatile that like one of these tight ends might put up 16 and the other one just has 4, and you're just like, well, that's 12-point swing, and Bender wins or Jeremy
Here,
wins, you know?
here's the real thing that I see. Okay, Jeremy hands down has the better special teams. Young Hoku is
No way.
amazing.
Yeah, he's great.
Cleveland defense is better. Houston is terrible defense. Like Detroit, I know Detroit got shut out. They're gonna have their players back. Houston's gonna suck.
Galladay's probably not going to play.
Really again?
Yeah, I'm pretty upset about it. I don't want to talk about it.
That's awful. But the biggest difference at quarterback. Bender's quarterback is so much better than
Bender
Cam
has the
Newton.
Indy defense too against Tennessee. He just doesn't want to start him.
Like Cam is
Cam
okay.
is a projected
He's really
21,
not that bad.
and that's
He's not
sus though. That's like a sus 21. Like if he doesn't pick up his rushing touchdown, it's not 21.
I think I'm gonna go with the heel. I think I'm picking Jeremy.
I'm going the other way. This one,
Oh,
Nick Chubb against Jacksonville is a 40-point player in my
yeah.
mind.
Oh yeah. No, he could go. He could go nuclear.
Yeah.
Or he could just have 100 yards, not get in the end zone.
I don't see that happening against Jacksonville.
Who knows? Ugh.
Stephon Diggs as well. Gonna eat against that secondary.
Listen,
Kind of breeze past.
I don't care who you ask. This is our matchup of the week. Craig versus Nate.
Let's go, Craig. Let's go.
Listen,
I sure wish it wasn't, because I can't pick Craig looking at these players.
I'm gonna pick Nathan. He hasn't put in his other players yet. We don't know if they'll play or
And
not.
Julio's probably not gonna play. That's just my feeling.
Yeah, that'd be awful.
And if he
That'd be
does,
just-
he's hobbled.
Oh yeah. Listen,
Nathan gets the Gus bus instead of McKissick.
and even like, listen, you'd want to start Gordon, but he's playing New Orleans. Like that's
You
not
have
great.
to though.
You have to. You gotta
Against
get Grant
Jakeem
out of there.
Grant.
And I hate to start Jared Cook.
Yeah.
There's gotta be a better tight end somewhere on the wire. Let me look.
There's
No.
not.
I know tight ends are such a wasteland. I don't know.
Gerald Everett, Dalton Schultz. I would
One
start
of, one
both.
of the
I would start both of
yeah.
those guys before I started.
One of the Rams boys? Yeah, I might take
I
that.
would take Everett over Higbee. Higbee has a 30-point week, and they have almost the same amount of points on the season.
Fair.
Remember when people thought Tyler Higbee was real in week 1?
Yo, Dancher did when he got he got like 4 touchdowns against me.
Yeah, it was like I was week 2, not week 1.
Gonna pick Nathan.
Yeah, I also picked Nathan, and that makes me sad.
Craig, I want you to win,
So do I.
but I'm gonna have to go with Nathan on this one.
Juju probably also not gonna play. Craig doesn't have a receiver. Like I can't in good conscience just not
Right.
pick Nathan.
This is a big matchup.
This is another big matchup.
This is a big matchup.
Let's go, Greg. Let's go.
I really like David's lineup.
Me too. But-
Obviously, these guys are great.
Yeah, just Dalvin Cook's playing against Carolina. Dalvin Cook for a
I'm
million.
picking David. I'm picking David.
Wow,
I
you're
want
picking David before you even realize that Greg has New York Giants defense against Cincinnati?
Yep, I am. Here's the reason. A, I want David to get in, so I'm making it happen. B,
Wow. Oh, and David has Raheem Mostert.
he does, yeah.
He'll
B,
probably put
Greg.
in over Devontae Parker.
Greg still has Evan Ingram on his team. So
Evan Ingram's a great player. I don't know what you're talking about.
The best player.
One of the
I don't
best
know,
tight ends in the
man.
league. Nah, he can start Eric Ebron.
Who knows, man? DJ Moore could have a poo game. You know?
Could not.
He's had some really good games, but he could have a poo game.
That's all wide
Osberg
receivers,
against
though.
Baltimore. How did he do last time? He actually did fine.
Baltimore's
average.
fake. Excuse me.
Huh.
Very
Josh
honest,
Allen
man.
coming off a bye. Ridley
Against
Cooks,
the Chargers.
Elliott. Gurley gets the Raiders. I mean, I don't know.
Brandon
man.
Cooks
I
for
think,
$2 million. David, $2
I
million.
think David could win this one. I'm good. I'm going with David.
I'm
What's
taking
our
Greg.
bench is looking like? I
I'm
don't
taking
know.
Greg. They're
If Raheem Mostert
disrespecting
comes
Derrick
back-
Henry with that projection because they think Indianapolis's defense is real.
Wow,
That's
actually-
disrespectful.
wow. What did he get last time? They played?
19 for 103. Like he just
Wow.
didn't score, and that was because Jonnu Smith scored a 2-yard rushing touchdown.
Oh, that's right. I
Right?
remember.
Like-
Kyle was so sad that week.
I was very excited about that.
So listen,
He did it again this week, by the way. Kyle was
if
upset.
Raheem Mostert comes back, do you start him?
Over Devontae Parker with Tua, yes.
That's fair. I think
100%.
Yeah.
They already named 2 of the starter. Like, there's no way I'm not starting him.
You think about
I
the
start
team, you
James
think-
White before I start Devontae Parker.
Wow. Wow.
James White's on
Greg,
David's roster.
uh,
Yesterday. Greg, I got your back. I'm your boy, Greg.
I want you to get the first round bye. But let David in. Let David play.
Don't do it.
Don't unplug his controller.
Do it.
All right.
God.
How
How does this playoff matchup look like a poop bowl? I don't understand.
this
Travis, update your lineup. Oh God, what am I looking at?
Yeah, listen, this number is not final. But here's the thing: if
But
you're
like, it
telling
kind of
me,
is.
no, if you're telling me Galladay's not gonna play,
I mean, he puts in
like,
Allen Robinson. He's fine. He puts in Allen Robinson, DeAndre Swift, and all of a sudden his team looks just fine.
yeah, I mean, listen, he's got guys. I'm sure Swift will be back. I know he had a concussion. Yeah, I mean,
He
he'll be fine.
practiced today. He's gonna play, and Robinson will be just fine. He puts Robinson in for Marvin Hole's 2 points, and he puts DeAndre Swift in for Matt Breina's 1 point.
Yeah, and listen,
And
if
all of a
you're
sudden the projections are dead even.
don't be afraid of Tim Patrick. Tim Patrick's a good player.
Be afraid of Tim Patrick. Don't start.
I mean, would you rather have Tim Patrick or Travis Fulgham? Like,
Oh, I forgot Travis Fulgham was in his lineup.
yep, Travis Fulgham's been doo doo.
Yeah, I'd rather have Tim
This is
Patrick.
generous.
I'd rather have Travis Fulgham. Well, here's the problem. Carson Wentz sucks.
Carson Wentz
so
sucks.
much.
But listen,
I love that everybody who loved Carson Wentz on like mainstream media has just bailed. They're just like, look, he looks bad. I can't defend it anymore.
No, he can't. Now, Evan, listen. I'm just throwing this out.
I haven't even looked at Evan's side of the matchup.
Evan's matchups are actually
Evan's matchups are great.
Here's the thing.
Picking Evan.
Keelan Cole, that's a possibility. I would offer up Corey Davis. And you're like, Corey Davis. Listen, Corey Davis has been
Well, I would just start Jerry Judy.
Also possible.
I love Evan's respect to the Pittsburgh offense here, and he puts in Dallas against Washington.
Puts him down.
That's such a smart decision.
Yeah.
Don't homer yourself out here.
Yeah. I am.
Austin Hooper over Jonnu Smith is interesting. They're both whatever. Tight ends suck, man.
Tight ends are terrible. They're all coin flips. I'm going with Evan.
Hope they score in the end zone. I also went with Evan.
Going with Evan. This number is too high. I don't think Alvin Kamara does that well.
Yeah, he will.
Okay.
Shut your mouth. He'll have plenty of carries.
All right. Well, that's it. Listen, guys. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it shakes out. Regardless,
I'm not very
whether or not I'm a part of the postseason, I am still going to beat everybody in the consolation bracket, get my higher chances at that draft pick. You know what it is.
Not true. I will dominate the consolation bracket, as I have dominated the back half of the season.
Listen, you just had to make the most of it, you know? Have fun. Other than that, listen, next week, big, huge playoff breakdown. We might just run through the matchups next week like really fast and just spend a majority of the time talking about the breakdowns.
I'm down. Who knows? It could be very obvious what needs to happen, and we don't need to do anything.
Yeah, but I mean, we still might have to like talk about. Yeah, it won't be like folks getting in. It might just be about like the guys at the top getting the buys,
and then the matchups the week after. Yeah.
Yeah. Be very exciting.
All right.
Very exciting. Listen, pumped up. Thank you. That's it. We are done. Goodbye.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.